Hey there, Coxy here, and yes, I'm inside because Melbourne is in lockdown again. Well done, Melbourne. So anyway, yes, I am allowed out to do exercise, but I don't believe walking around with a GoPro stuck in front of my face is really exercise. And I don't think police will patrol the little park that I go in when I do these recordings, but still, I'm trying to do the right thing, and I think everyone should. So I'll stay inside. I'll finish this series inside because of that. So this is video 5, I believe. The first video we discussed deciding when you had the decision, yes, I'm going to do this. I'm going to travel as long as I want on any budget that I want. Number 2 was about commitment. I'm going to commit to this. I'm going to make sure I do it. Number 3 was about knowing our mindset, how it freaks out when we do something different. So number 4 was about testing the waters and doing something different on a little scale. So when our brain freaks out, we can control it and we know what's going on rather than just jumping off the deep end, quitting our job, buying all the plane tickets, going for it with no job or not much savings, and our mind just exploding, going crazy. So this is a short video. Video 5 is about reducing expenses and increasing income. Right, now we're getting into different ways to do it, giving you different choices and things like that. So, I've assumed that, okay, the last video we spoke about looking for an online job, transitioning from a traditional job where you have to go to the office to doing an online job, so then you can be independent, location independent. So I'm assuming you haven't done that yet. Most people are not even allowed to travel yet, right? So, okay, you're looking for a job, or you're already looking for a job, you're about to, or you are looking for a job. What you can also do in the meantime is reduce your expenses. So a way to do this is to either buy everything on credit card, or every time you go shopping, get a receipt, or when you come home, write it down on an Excel spreadsheet or piece of paper. It doesn't matter what it is. But basically, write down everything that you spend every month. Right? Then look at it and analyze what can go or what can be reduced. Obviously, private health insurance should stay, right? I'm not saying get rid of anything and everything, or it's an expense, get rid of it. The day you get rid of it, the next day you'll need it probably. So I'm not saying get rid of essentials, okay? So let's say, do you eat out at all? How often? If it's twice a week, can you do once a week? You've just cut that in half. Eating out is more expensive than cooking in, right? So the less you can do that, the more money you're saving. Yeah, you have to cook it yourself, but you're saving money. You're reducing costs. Can you eat out? Not at all. Even during this test period of 3 months or 6 months where you're doing an online job, don't eat out at all, right? Reduce those costs, increase the expenses, and things will transition a lot faster. Do you subscribe to, I don't know, any subscriptions, whether it be gym memberships or online stuff or Netflix or Stan or Amazon Prime or all that sort of stuff? Do you need all of them? Cancel one or two. Do you need one? Maybe, maybe not. I'm not here to tell you what you need and what you don't, what you should cross off or reduce or what you shouldn't. That's your choice. I'm just giving you these options so you can make those choices for yourself. Do you have 2 coffees a day? Try one. Do you eat 2 blocks of chocolate a week? Try one. Okay, I will. Anything to reduce your cost, because I remember reading Robert Kiyosaki's book. I don't think it was Rich Dad Poor Dad. It may have been. I think it was either Cash Flow Quadrant or The Guide to Investing. And I actually think he was, in fact, I think it was an audio book. Doesn't matter. I think he was quoting Buckminster Fuller, actually, where we're not trying to be rich. It's about being wealthy. Rich just means you got a lot of money, millions and millions. Wealthy simply means, his definition that he gave was, if your passive income is equal to or greater than your expenses, you are wealthy, because that means your income can pay off your expenses. You can survive month to month without working, right? So if your monthly expenses are $5,000 a month, and you can go through this activity that I said and cut out all these things that you don't really need, and if you can cut it down to $2,500, you've cut your expenses in half. Instead of needing $5,000 of passive income, now you only need $2,500. It's a lot easier to get. Once you keep increasing that income, you can get back those expenses if you want those luxury things like 3 different movie streaming services or whatever it is. But the more you can reduce your expenses, the quicker you can become wealthy and have passive income that can basically keep you going month to month, right? Now, passive income's the next video, another video, but I'm just saying reduce your expenses makes things a lot easier when you transition. Firstly, if you can reduce your expenses, then you get this part-time job. By reducing expenses, the income from the part-time job actually has more impact than if you didn't reduce your expenses. You won't see or feel that point, right? If your expenses are so high and you're earning $100 a week or $200 a week or a month from part-time job, you might think, what's the point? But if you can really reduce those expenses and you're getting that, you might think, wow, this is actually working. This is good. So that's it for this video. It's all about reducing expenses and looking at ways to increase income, which I'll give you more ideas on that in a future video. So that's it. Good luck. See you next time.